Hi, welcome to Bell Curve Ratings. My name is Leo, and today I want to talk about Five Nights at Freddy. It's directed by Emma Tammi, and it stars Josh Hutchinson, who you probably know from the Hunger Games. And it's actually a pretty good movie. I mean, nothing crazy, but it's a PG-13 horror, so naturally you might have some stigmas attached to it. And yes, that's probably going to include the fact that it's not really that terrifying. It's not, the violence and the gore is not going to be what makes you scared. It's not going to make you queasy or anything like that. But what is scary about it is the subtext. What's happening, to whom it's happening, why it's happening.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
Papi!
Those things are actually quite terrifying if you suspend your disbelief, as they say. It follows Josh Hutcherson, and he is he's a guardian and an older brother to his younger sister. And the movie actually plays out quite similar to the Babadook. So I'll frame it like that. In both the Babadook and Five Nights at Freddy's, there is a neglecting guardian who is traumatized by a family member who left them, whether it's through death or through kidnapping, and they haven't recovered from this tragedy yet. So they spend their time either reminiscing or trying to save them in some way, and by spending so much effort and time and thought on that family member who's now gone, they neglect their dependent. And eventually an evil entity comes along and basically says, hey, I can give you what you want. I can give you this family member that you haven't seen in years, but it's going to cost you the life of your current dependent. And they're both like, bet, all right, like they're getting what they want, but as soon as they make that deal and agree to it, they realize how awful it is what they just did, and you can't really renege with the devil. Once you make a deal with the devil, you're going to have to make that dance. So, things happen. It's a movie, and it ends up in the same way. Both protagonists realize, you can't change the past. Whatever is gone is gone. You can't change that. But what you can change is your attitude on the present and how you approach the future. So it's a pretty good theme in that sense, but it's not original by any means. I saw through that almost immediately. I was like, this is I'm watching the Babadook, but just a worse version, because at least with the Babadook, there's a theme that I personally picked up on, where the Babadook represents the shadow self. And I'm going to post a video down here that really talks about the shadow self very well. And I recommend you watch it and watch a Babadook and see if you agree with me, because that's just my personal interpretation. But either way, Five Nights at Freddy's is a pretty mid movie. I gave it a 4.8 out of 10. Based on the over 1,100 movies I've seen and rated, it's about 35. It's about better than 35% of what I've seen. So it's nothing crazy. It's not gonna be like one of the better movies, but it's entertaining. It's better than a lot of other movies, and it's enjoyable. I say watch it if you have the time. If it doesn't interest you at all, then save yourself the time. However, if the premise of the movie interests you in some way, I would say that you should watch these two movies for sure. One is the Babadook, like I mentioned, very similar and just better, honestly. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's, except if it actually had a theme beyond, love your family. It's from what I picked up, that's kind of like the most that it really has to give. And then also Suspiria. Suspiria is a fantastic movie. It follows this girl who goes to a ballet kind of like academy. It's similar to the Five Nights at Freddy's in this sense, where both the protagonists in their place of work, they notice that there's like an evil presence, an evil aura of in where they are, and they want to like figure out like, why do I get this sense in this building? So they unravel this mystery, try to figure out what's happening, and it's a pretty good mystery. It's a pretty good movie in that sense, where the plot is actually pretty gripping. It's much scarier. Not going to be scarier in the gory, violent sense either, but also in the sense of subtext. But honestly, I think it's played out much better. And yeah, the cinematography is beautiful, the coloring is beautiful. It's an exceptional movie, and I think it fits under the category of horror, and it definitely is relatable, like related to Five Nights at Freddy in a sense where the primary plot is actually not even the primary plot. It's like the tertiary plot overlaps a bit. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I mean, I hope that I either helped you to say you want to see the movie or you don't want to see the movie. So be it. Whatever you choose is what you choose. But I hope that this was informative in some way and helped you lead to your decision of what to watch. And hopefully at the very least you check out the Babadook and Suspiria. Definitely Suspiria. And yeah, thank you for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you, or perhaps you seeing me in the next video. So have a nice day. Yeah, take it easy.